guys. So this video is a little bit unplanned. In the wake of Pokemon Go coming out and sort of taking things by storm, I wanted to talk a little bit about it because some interesting points have come up. There have been a lot of articles about weird and scary things happening due to people playing this game. Someone found a dead body in a river when looking for Pokemon. People have gotten robbed. People have almost gotten hit by cars looking into traffic. And it sounds scary. A lot of people are totally against it because it causes people to walk around looking at their phone all the time. And some people think it's amazing. People think, it's getting people out of the house. You're not just staring at a computer all the time. You're going places. People have talked about learning new things about their neighborhood, discovering local businesses, little place like historic locations or just interesting stuff, meeting new people while walking around looking for Pokemon and, getting more exercise. So, one thing, though, that has come up that a friend of mine shared on social media is that it has uplifted her mood quite a bit, getting exercise, talking to people. And this got me thinking, could Pokemon Go be good for depression? And, well, let's look at some of the things that we know about Pokemon Go. Is you get out of the house more, you're running around. Yes, you are looking at your phone a lot of the time, but at least, and this is partly in my experience playing the game because I have played it, so admittedly that makes me not exactly an unbiased person here, but I have experienced running into people and talking to them purely because we both play the game. It's like there's a connection where, say, I'm walking around downtown and I pass a Pokestop that's at a coffee shop. For those who don't play the game, Pokestops are locations that you can stop, and in the game you can get stuff from these every, I think 5 minutes. You can gather Pokeballs and potions and whatever. So say I stop at one and there's someone else who's there who's also using it. Or maybe I go to a gym and I find someone who's battling the same gym as I am. Suddenly there's this connection, there's this thing we're both trying to do. And especially because people will plant these things called lures on the Pokestops, which means the Pokemon will show up near the Pokestop. And so if there's a lure, a lot of people will show up near that stop too because more Pokemon are there. So people will plant lures in places like parks. There is a park nearby with a big fountain in the middle, and there's a Pokestop there, and people will plant lures, and the lures help everyone, not just the person who planted them. So everyone comes to this spot, and you'll hear someone say, oh, I found, what's an example? Oh, I found an Abra, or I found a seal, or whatever rare Pokemon that they have found. And when someone finds it, they'll say it because that means it's in the area and anyone can pick it up. So one person might say, oh, I found an Abra and it's level 200. Someone else might say, oh, I found an Abra too, but it's only level 30, so it's not that great. Someone might say, oh, the Abra ran away and I couldn't catch it. Did you catch it? Yeah, I caught it. Oh, good job, man. High five, You, feel this bond over trying to catch Pokemon. Or sometimes it'll tell you, hey, there's one nearby. And you have to go looking for it. You have to hunt it down. It'll tell you, it's 3 sort of circles away. And then it'll go down to 2, and then it'll go down to 1, and then it'll be okay, now you found it. So maybe if you find a Pokemon that you've been chasing after, say you need more Eevees, and there's one 3 stops away, and you start running, and you into someone who is also looking for Pokemon. They'll say, "Oh, there's a high level Eevee down there." Oh, thanks. People are actually, in a sense, asking for directions and getting help. I had a friend who joked some people are more willing to ask for directions to Pokemon than they are to places, and it's interesting to see, especially in places and times where people will gather. There's a downtown location nearby where there'll be a cluster of spots here and a cluster of spots there, and people will go back and forth between the two clusters where Pokemon will gather. And we'll say, oh, if you go, over to this specific location, go next to that restaurant and you'll find something. Go next to that boutique and you'll find something. Or yesterday I found a drowsy over there. Maybe it'll come back later tonight, because they show up in the same spots. Or, oh no, it disappeared. Did you catch it? Oh, awesome. Or people will talk about, because they're the three teams, red, blue, and yellow. People will talk about what team you're on. Maybe, if you're team blue, maybe you and your team blue friends can get together and try and take on a gym and try and convert the gym to team blue if that's what you're on. So there's a sense of community. You're running around getting exercise, you're meeting new people, and you're occupying yourself. When people, I guess one of the biggest things for people who have tendencies to get depressed is there's low motivation to do anything. And if this is motivating you to get out there and exercise, if it's motivating you to meet people or spend time with your friends, if it's motivating you to check out local spots and hang out downtown, at the mall, wherever, then that's not a bad thing. So, that's just my 2 cents. I think, like I said, it can be helpful for a lot of people. So, like with a lot of things, don't hate it unless you've tried it. And, let me know what you think. I know I feel like I've been a lot happier since I've started it. I've definitely had, evenings after dinner when I've just gone to take a walk looking for Pokemon rather than just sitting in front of my computer like I normally would. Or, instead of playing video games on my computer, I'm out walking around and getting some fresh air and getting exercise, and it's nice. It's really nice. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have tried Pokemon Go, and if so, what team you're on. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.